back-end stuff, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Like what to do, like how to use the token URI, dynamic NFTs, swappy permissions, accessing multi-chains for information, doing cool stuff inside of dApps, making that metaverse connection happen, basically.
Cool. What type of do you connect with other protocols? What do you build on?
It's all Solidity, it's all EVM, right? So through that, Polygon, Arbitrum, Optimism,
All EMV, all EMV stuff.
Everything that's like Ethereum, virtual machine stuff. So,
yeah.
The future. Well, the future is
now. So we've talked before,
mm-hmm.
and you seem to be a pretty hardcore Web3 side of things, not Web 2, not Web 2.5, but Web 3.
Yes, like reject 2 to bring forward 3.
I mean, do you see some crossover with Web 2 or Web 2.5? I mean, you see some need for centralization, like for a project, for example, to have leadership, or
mm-hmm.
where are the lines? Where are the lines of centralization and or where are the lines of decentralization, and when is centralization sort of okay for a project or a system?
Well, I'd say case by case, right? But where I look at things that should be decentralized are protocols that can, if owned by one party, can be unfair, right? Like Google being able to own search and also run their ads business off that search created, a massive empire. Apple disrupted Facebook social marketing and how they did stuff via the phone. So things like that, things that you need to, like a social graph, right? The social graph to me should be a decentralized, open thing where we plug our social graph into Twitter, right? And into Facebook, so that they can't like ban us and keep our family and our friends and, our ability to monetize and execute our agency because we're not communicating in the way that somebody finds appropriate that morning, right? Or whatever. But things like that, right? Like where if one person has the power, they can shut down a whole opposing ideology or whatever. Like they don't let progress move forward. Things stay skeuomorphic and blue and white for 10 years, and apps get super super boring, and websites get super super boring, and everybody has like copy paste templates for everything, and nothing's fun anymore, so nobody wants to browse and nobody wants to do anything. Video games then take that same route. Interest declines. That's kind of where I feel
too much centralization reduces activity.
Right. Too much systemization, too much formula, on what we, think works for somebody. We apply it to everything, and we have the boring internet. So to me, that's where Web3 kind of comes in, especially with NFT, to make tactile fun again. Like, we lost CDs, but the idea of how people are playing with NFTs and just that whole format, right? And, what's possible with just being able to monetize gamification and creative things outside of like creating a big video game. Right? So.
Yeah, well, I look at it like the phone company back in Web 0 or Web -1.
Mm.
The phone company was one big company, Ma Bell, as they used to call her. And they broke up the phone company, and they made the phone company sort of like a public good. And you had to have more competition, and you had to have more creativity and more business. It created a lot of new opportunity for telecommunication companies, while still maintaining like a strong position, right, for then AT&T. And now the same thing is like true for the internet, is that we have a lot of centralization in data companies. And yeah, and it's interesting when you think of something then like Twitter, where it's centralization of the entire community, right? The entire town square.
Right.
And that's when they talk about, decentralizing the Twitter algorithm and letting people choose, the algorithm that they use, that they get applied to, of how they see and what they see.
Right.
Let's see, Moonshine Fuel. There's some kind of interoperability alliance framework being worked on the metaverses. I forget the name of it, but there are several part alliance. Not sure how that would work, but probably through a common layer built. Yeah,
NVIDIA
no.
at the head of this. NVIDIA's at the head of it. I hope to contribute to that project with something that I'm calling Open Avatar, which is just like.
Yep, it's called OMA3, the Open Metaverse Alliance. This is, I'm not sure if this is one that he's talking about. OMA3. Are you pulling it up?
Yes.
I'm going to share your screen.
Oh.
Yeah. So can you zoom in a little bit? Control plus or Apple plus.
What the fuck?
Or control scroll.
Oh yeah.
Oh, there you go. There you go. All right. So about us, here we go. OMA3 is a collaboration of Web3 metaverse platform creators. Our goal is to ensure virtual interoperability, probably. Yeah, open metaverse platforms, transparent, open metaverse. What's up, collard greens? I think we can do this. Pop this. Collard greens. Nice to see you back on the channel. Nice to see you watching the channel. How do you like that? Thanks for showing up. All right. Anything interesting here? What is it saying? What's popping out here? Yeah. So this I heard about this recently. Yeah. So these things are gonna happen, and they are not necessarily on purpose, but if these things sort of go unchecked, if these guys get together and start building and don't have proper guidance from the entire community, this could potentially be an attack vector. It's like there should be decentralized entities who are participating in these alliances to help educate these folks, right? They're okay. Hey, we got a new member in the green room. We got Army. Army, can you hear me? Nod your head. Yeah, it looks like you can hear me. All right, I'm gonna add you to the stream. You're gonna be live.
Okay.
Hey, Army, what's up? Army.eth.
Hey, how are you?
Very good.
Good.
Yeah, we're going over all sorts of stuff on this fine live stream Monday. We were just talking about FTX. We were talking about them giving the rope to CZ to hang themselves. We're talking about building backends with OX Wizard of Oz, and now we're going over OMA3. And OMA3 is the Open Metaverse Alliance. And this is an organization of, I think, pretty major companies. There's a section there, OX, that shows who's a part of their guild here. Who is that? Oh, so we got Amiga Brands. Yeah, so that's huge. Yeah. Oh, so this is, yeah. Okay, so this is actually the rival. I remember. I'm sorry now. This is the rival organization. There's another organization that has Microsoft. Yeah. This is the one you were talking about. There's a rival organization that has Microsoft, NVIDIA. Who else? Adobe. A lot of those big brands. They have their own thing, and so OMA3 is the cool kid club.
You just mentioned something about building backend. What were you talking about?
Yeah, OX Wizard. What were you saying about building the backend and doing hardcore Web3 stuff?
Well, on this front, just to go from here, right? Like, you have these alliances because, like you said, this is an attack vector. Like, if you get to define what .html is, right, for the metaverse, this is a very important thing to own. It's like the format wars, right? They're treating it like that, but they're all kind of like overdoing it because it's just a simple DOM. It's basically just attaching, NFTs to things that people understand and can commonly attribute. Like, if you're gonna look at how an RPG, when you create your character, right, in the games industry, there's a common language for all those objects. So that's going to translate over to Web3 and Metaverse connection stuff. So I'm just cheating and bringing that over on our end, and I call it Open Avatar, and I have that linked at openavatar.eth.limo. So if you're looking to just have an object model to put into your game or to your stuff, here's how to look at it, because you can't go wrong. You just need to rename some things. But it's really just about this part here.
Got it. Okay.
To make everything interoperable. And then we have a platform called Infinity Mint that uses tokens from ETH, Optimism, Polygon, whatever, to feed this object model, to then feed your application, your game, your DApp, whatever, with that information from the blockchain, the EVM blockchain in specific. So, but that's where we were.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay, because for example, we had a chat with Nick yesterday, and he was like really, I mean, well, I asked him if he can think in a future where we can build the whole, not just the front end on top of an ENS domain, but also like the back end with like smart contracts and some database with some service that is not created yet. And
I'll show you guys. You guys want to see code work? Is that boring for streaming?
Let's see. Where's it going?
Where's this at?
Yeah. So your product is called Infinity Mint, or your?
Yeah, our product is called Infinity Mint. So, is Ganesh running? Should be running. Yeah, it's called Infinity Mint, and basically it is a.
Can you zoom in? It's really small.
How would I do that here? If you.
Oh, maybe you got to make the resolution. You probably have to make the resolution on your whole computer bigger. So.
Yeah, let me do that. That's probably a better idea. But here, let me set it up. Why don't you guys say hi? I'm gonna set it up so I got some water, and then I'll run it what it is.
I'm gonna push some buttons here, so I can do full screen on that. I can do us down there. I can do us on the side. Okay, so if I put us on the bottom, it makes that bigger. That's good to know. Oh, hey, we got this. What we got here? Oh, that's cool. Oh, wow. Yeah, so part of this stream is us testing all this new studio and testing the new setup, and yeah, bringing some of the Twitter Spaces to YouTube, where we can add some video and reach new people.
Got it.
So yeah, I like the new software we got going on. It makes it really easy to manage everything. So what's up, Army? What are you up to?
Not much, man. I'm too broke that I cannot do anything right now.
NFT rich, cash flow broke, cash broke.
Right. Only my imagination I'm rich, so I cannot do
it. All of money is imagination rich.
Funny money.
It's all funny money. Yeah, no, I know. It's funny. It's like, it's interesting what crypto and NFTs do to the brain.
Right.
Well, I'm like hardcore. This is provenance. This is like a way to solve royalties in the music industry. It's a way to create attribution and royalties for all human work. And I'm really gung-ho about that, and hope that this actually is what I think it is, because to me, that's what was missing from, you know, the previous iterations of the web. Like, attribution's rough and people just copy paste everything. So how do you know when things are being used? But along comes Content ID and, you know, the publishing and the music industry, and they're able to use systems pre-AI to identify where music is being used in videos and stuff. So I'm like, all right, cool. Let's take that a step further with blockchain, where we can, like, you know, certify and guarantee attribution and provenance. That's what it's for. Or at least it can be used for that. All right, where's the resolution screen? I never do this.
Way, man, just sent you the link to get in here, man.
Holy shit.
I always thought
he
was like 60 years old because of his voice and his mood.
Who?
You. I always thought that Wizard was like 60 years old.
How do you think I am?
You're like 40s, 30s, 40s, right?
I'm in my late 40s, 47.
Yeah. Your voice is like your voice and your mood are like for an old man.
Jaded old.
You know, you could do 0x. You could maybe take a screenshot, and then you can make the screenshot big.
No, I want to show you this live because it's really powerful, and I just need to remember how to do my screen stuff. I'll be right with you.